My name is Jesse Potter, and I am a director for our Global Field Enablement team at DocuSign. Now, before Highspot, I think we had similar challenges to a lot of companies, which was, just content and trying to have a single source of truth for marketing materials, enablement resources, internal policy and documentation, and too many places to look, and it was difficult to keep track of what was up to date and what was going to be the most relevant and impactful for the customer. One of our biggest successes with Highspot was ultimately just around pitching and really starting to become more of a social selling organization, getting the analytics back from how our customers were interacting with the data has been a huge help to our marketing team to actually influence what types of content they build going forward. And then from an enablement perspective, we have started to really use it as an enablement delivery tool for us. And when we rolled out a sales methodology, we were able to take these very robust and complex sales playbooks and consolidate them into much more interactive learning through Highspot, almost like an app rather than like a book that you have to read. It was an interactive tool that they can reference back to at every stage of the sales process. One of the great things about incorporating those sales playbooks into Highspot meant that we could reduce the amount of training time that was needed by several hours. It went from 6 to 8 hours worth of live classroom training to 3 to 4, which to sales reps is time back on the phone or on the streets talking to customers, which is critical. And then as well, being able to view the analytics and see how reps were actually engaging with it meant that we could be much more focused with our follow-up training and enablement to the audiences who were less engaged. I think sales plays have been a real area of opportunity for us in the past, right? Like we put out a lot of content, but we didn't always be we weren't always very prescriptive in how to use that content or how to talk to customers with it. So sales plays have helped with that a ton and just allowing us to adapt very quickly to things like COVID. So we use sales plays to kind of focus how customers could respond to COVID use cases using DocuSign and deliver very targeted content with that what to know, what to say, what to show format that just made it so much easier to adapt, again, at a time where things were changing very quickly. I'd say that pitching in general and using buyer sales rooms or microsites, it just gives so much more ability for the rep to be just faster and more responsive to when their customer is actually engaging with them. And especially for us, when it gets down to the end of the quarter, our sales reps are really determining their daily rhythm by the activity that they see in some of those sales rooms and in some of that pitch engagement, because that's going to help them determine who to call, who to focus on, and who to maybe wait until next quarter. We use the Salesforce integration in a number of ways. One, obviously, is just being able to write back all of that customer activity to Salesforce, right? We have a very collaborative sales team where you've got account executives, SDRs, solution engineers, so on and so forth. And by having all the activity of the pitch right back to Salesforce, that allows them to kind of stay as up to date as the person who sent the pitch, right? In addition to that, we've been able to target content to them based off of the product that the customer's interested in, the competitors that are on the deal, to make sure that they're getting that just-in-time enablement. And with DocuSign, we have a very broadly available and broadly applicable product that a lot of different teams can buy. So it's not realistic to expect them to know every use case and every competitor out there. So being able to target it when they tell us what the dynamics of the deal are and provide the content that's going to be most relevant to them. As with most companies, Salesforce is the system of record. It is the single portal in which we expect a rep to do their job. And so Salesforce integration was a requirement for us for any tool like this. And it really has been invaluable to prove back the value and the impact. And I think a key way there is actually tying it back to revenue and attributing content to revenue and pitches to opportunities, which, again, changes how we talk to marketing and what content they build. It changes how reps look at their opportunities, and they can now tell, just by looking at the data that they get back in Highspot, is this a healthy deal? Is it gone cold? Like, where are my best opportunities? And they start to really just have a lot more intelligence and insight into their deals. We're currently running a pilot with training and coaching for our onboarding program. We use Highspot as that single source of truth that we point reps to from day one. And so it makes the most sense for them to start their journey there and continue their journey there. So being able to have all of their training courses, their e-learning, and all of their coaching and certifications in the same platform, we think will be huge. And then again, for us, it also means fewer data sources we have to go look at to see how we're doing. We can look at a single source of analytics rather than tying multiple sources together from different tools, which for us, I think, is going to be a huge help and allow us to react much more quickly to how things are performing. I think when you're considering Highspot or any solution like this, you really want to look at what are the things you're trying to accomplish for your company, right? The thing that I love about Highspot as an enablement leader is that Highspot really envisions themselves as an enablement platform. They are here to help enablement teams and enablement professionals be more strategic and deliver more for their company. And so if that's the biggest focus, is to have a single, consistent enablement platform, I think you should really look at Highspot. Highspot enabled us to adapt to a virtual work environment in which we would not have been able to do before, and has changed the nature of how our sellers sell in a very positive way. And it's a much better experience for our customers.